Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7, now streaming on YouTube. Starting off with some innovative business news sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The first of its kind shuttle developed by the brain of Tesla, Elon Musk, is nearing completion here in Vegas. The Review-Journal being one of the first media allowed a look at the Boring Company's $50 million underground shuttle. Review-Journal's James Schaefer takes us there.
After months of drilling, paving, and yes, debating, the People Mover system by the Boring Company is giving us this early look of what it's like underground at the Las Vegas Convention Center. The parallel tunnels, nearly a mile long, will shuttle convention-air passengers to and from 3 stations. Once operational, Tesla vehicles will be driven through the tunnel, turning a 15-minute walk on the surface into a trip that takes just a couple of minutes. Prior to this visit, members of the media were not allowed to see photos of the progress of the citywide system, but Elon Musk has teased the public with tweets and photos of the Las Vegas program. The system is designed with 3 stations, one completely underground near the entrance of the Las Vegas Convention Center's Central Hall, and 2 above-ground stations at the 2 ends of the system. The East Station, known as Station 1, is near an entrance to the South Hall, while Station 3 on the west side of the Convention Center's campus is near the new West Hall. Tesla vehicles capable of carrying up to 16 passengers are expected to be used in the system.
Now, we've gotten to see a lot of this tour. Heck, I'm in a Tesla right now going through it, but there are some details that we are not so sure of that we're still finding out more about, like the loading and waiting procedure times and about the 16 passenger vehicles that'll be coming through these tunnels. Until then, we'll just be going along for the ride like everyone else. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In other business news, with new hotels seeing more traffic, that uptick is bleeding into dealer schools. The owners saying enrollment has picked up as soon as these schools were able to reopen. Nearly every graduating student able to find casino work immediately.
The word on the block is that May 1st is going to be 100%, and so that's what we're looking forward to, is like that way also too the casinos are going to fully reopen and there'll be more jobs available. One of the things that we noticed too during the pandemic was that, like for example, my parents, they're actually in their 60s. They both retired early because of COVID. So that's one of the things that's going to be for the new workforce, is that there'll be plenty of dealer jobs available once the pandemic ends.
The Nevada Resorts Association adding the strong enrollment rates are another sign of Vegas's recovery. Over in North Las Vegas, a developer plans to build an industrial park. Van Trust Real Estate bought about 350 acres of land at the southern edge of Apex Industrial Park. The price nearly $45 million. Van Trust saying it's one of the largest land deals in southern Nevada in recent years. The developer plans to build a 4.5 million square foot industrial park. Work will start this fall. The first phase expected to be done in 2023. Now to your top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. We're learning that dozens of fully vaccinated Nevadans have tested positive for COVID-19. They're called breakthrough cases. Health officials saying that's to be expected, though, that these 58 cases represent a very small fraction of the 500,000 plus vaccinations completed in Nevada. Also taking into consideration, none of the vaccines claim to be 100% effective. Speaking of COVID shots, the Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo is calling the number of Metro police officers being fully vaccinated, quote, unacceptable. Right now, the number is standing at about 34%. While that number is higher than the general public, which stands at 22%, he's encouraging more in his department to get immunized. On the roadways, the Nevada Highway Patrol reporting an increase in wrong-way drivers. Since the start of this year, 139 incidents reported. Troopers advising motorists to slow down, drive defensively, and avoid the fast lane at night. That's where many fatal wrong-way crashes occur. If you see someone going the wrong way on the highway, call NHP. Now a check on your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. Let's start with tonight's forecast. We can expect clear skies, some gusty breezes, and lows around 60 degrees. A nice cool down from today's highs in the upper 80s. For your Fridays, a few clouds coming in with more wind from the east. Your highs hitting the mid 80s. Looking ahead to your weekend, things will start to warm back up to the high 80s. Overall, a beautiful weekend to look forward to. In your health news, UNLV's medical school will be named after gaming pioneer Kurt Kerkorian. That announcement made earlier this morning, where the building on Shadow Lane will be constructed for the school. The building set to open next year, bearing his name. Kerkorian, who died in 2015, founded MGM Resorts International in the early 90s. He also built the resorts now known as the Westgate and Bally's Las Vegas. The medical school's first class of students will graduate next month.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. The WNBA unveiled its new Nike uniforms on Thursday, including those of the Las Vegas Aces.
Their uniforms are here. This is the Rebel Edition. Oh, I like that.
This is my favorite.
As the WNBA prepares for its 25th season, the league and Nike collaborated to unveil a new uniform collection. The Aces Nike Explorer Edition includes a home white and away red jersey with Las Vegas across the front with the player's number below. The Aces Nike Rebel Edition plays off the team's nickname, giving a feel of a playing card with Aces down the player's left side and number on the right. The new gear is available at Nike.com. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights will try to bounce back from Wednesday's 3-1 loss to the Blues when they host the Arizona Coyotes on Friday night. Vegas, which has dropped 4 of its last 5 games, is a -230 favorite over Arizona at the Westgate Sportsbook and +105 on the puck line, where they have to win by at least 2 goals. The total is 5.5. The Knights won 3 of 4 from the Coyotes earlier this season, but Arizona has won 3 of its last 4 and 6 of its last 8.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. You won't have to wait long. Hell's Kitchen Young Bloods is airing soon, May 31st to be exact. It's the show's second Las Vegas-based season. It'll feature 18 aspiring chefs, all 23 years old or younger, all fighting for the grand prize, which includes a head chef position at Gordon Ramsay Steak at Paris, Las Vegas. So fans, get ready for another season in Hell's Kitchen. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. First toilet paper, then hand sanitizer. Now the company Heinz is trying to play catch up. Pun fully intended. That's after an increase in demand for America's most favorite and hated condiment. According to multiple reports, with many restaurants offering takeout this past year, individual ketchup packets are in high demand, prices going up by 13% this year. A search on eBay showing 50 single-serving packets selling for as much as $10. That ends our 7 at 7 p.m. show from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Jen Ah. Watch us on the RJ mobile app, Twitter, or our website. Plus, you can catch 7 at 7 a.m. bright and early. Hope you all have a good night.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.